Now available for the first time in paperback. Stop simping in the workplace. Men, learn what you need to know in order to protect your job from workplace predators with Stop Simping in the Workplace. Available in paperback at online booksellers everywhere. According to statistics, 70% of American workers these days are women. And with a majority of women controlling most of the jobs in the American workforce, there is clearly an inequality as related to the job market. And we desperately need to correct this inequality because thanks to this inequality, we have something going on called gynocentric discrimination. And under gynocentric discrimination, women are using their female on group preference to hire other women and not consider equally qualified men for employment at jobs in the American workforce. Now, according to the rules for affirmative action was designed to give people equal opportunity in the workforce. And the original plan of affirmative action was to give black men an equal opportunity in the workforce and correct past discrimination. However, white supremacists subverted the affirmative action program and they gave a majority of the jobs that were supposed to go to black men to white women. And over the last 50 years, white women have used their female on group preference to create an economic inequality in the American job market. And this is why the American workforce these days is 70% women. And this inequality needs to be corrected. And the only way it can be corrected, as I see it, is for men to take advantage of the affirmative action program. Now, the affirmative action program was designed to deal with discrimination. And when we take a look, at the gynocentric workplace that was going on these days, there is clearly inequality as related to job opportunities and opportunities for employment. Because when men enter job interviews, like I have, oftentimes they are running into women who are running human resources, and they are discriminating against men who are ably qualified and equally qualified and not providing them with an equal opportunity to compete in the workforce. And if affirmative action is supposed to be genderless, then affirmative action needs to be used to allow men an opportunity to gain equal opportunity so that the workforce can be balanced. Because the original concept of affirmative action was to correct those past discriminations and ensure that there was no clear majority of anyone in the workforce. Because if this affirmative action policy is supposed to be fair and balanced, then you would believe statistically there would be 50% men in the workforce and 50% women in the workforce. Right now, it's 70% women and 30% men. So it shows me that affirmative action is not really working the way it's supposed to work. So men should be able to use this program to correct this discriminatory pattern created under gynocentrism, because men are not being allowed equal opportunity at full-time employment. They are not being allowed a chance to present an objective case because many females are biased in the workforce and they have female on-group preference. And these are things that need to be corrected if we hope to have an equal and fair and balanced workforce. If we want to have this type of workforce, we're going to have to allow men an opportunity to use affirmative action in order to ensure that there is actual diversity. Because what we're having right now is, instead of males controlling the workforce like it was in the past, we now have females controlling the workforce right now, and they are using their female on-group preference to discriminate against men and deny men opportunity. And what's really sad about this whole affirmative action thing is that black men continue to remain oppressed by this system. The system, ironically, that was designed to give them equal opportunity has not allowed them to get any opportunity at all, because when it comes down to the job market these days, it is now the job market hiring women and minority women instead of trying to bring in any sort of men. And this is why, again, there needs to be efforts to use the very same affirmative action program that was originally designed to help black men to help men overall gain equal opportunity in the job market. These laws were designed to help black men, and they were designed to provide diversity for qualified candidates, but qualified candidates, sadly, are falling through the cracks, and men are falling through the cracks because instead of these affirmative action programs providing equal opportunity for men and women, they are being subverted so that women can use them to discriminate against men and keep men out of the workforce and keep men from competing in the workforce. What's really tragic about affirmative action is that instead of it allowing the workforce to be more diverse in where there is men and women competing for equal opportunity, what has happened is the workforce has become a place that has become gynocentric, and a majority of women control all the jobs, and they see nothing wrong with this, and they think that this is perfectly fine. But discrimination, regardless of gender, is wrong, and to have one group having a majority of the jobs over another is still unfair. So, in order to make things truly fair, we really need to start using affirmative action for men, and we need to allow men to use affirmative action so that they can have an equal opportunity in the job market. If you'd like to try some of my SJS Direct publications, like Stop Simping in the Workplace, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. And if you want to help me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.